Welcome back to SOULCALIBUR 6. In the last episode, we decided to go do some... Oh, those are really far. I can't afford to go there. Let's go here. Oh, a warrior stands in my way. Rude. Let's have some pilaf? Sure. Nah, I don't need it. We'll just fight this guy. This joker. Jester. Clown. Oh yeah, fool! Shoot. Oh.
One more.
Huh. The Damascus blade doesn't feel terrible. That is a lot of money. None shall forget. We'll stick with the Damascus blade for the time being. Surrounded by mountains, the Ling Sheng Su Temple had a long history of martial arts tradition. However, the temple had fallen into disrepair and no trace of its former glory was to be found. According to those living in a nearby village, a horrible disaster had befallen the temple a year earlier. As I made my way up the mountain path to the ruins, I heard the shrill cries of children in the distance. The screams came from a young girl who was desperately wielding a staff in trembling hands, and a young boy. The two of them, most likely brother and sister, were being chased by what appeared to be bandits. A bandit was about to grab one of the children's arms when I intervened. Who the hell are you? You looking to get yourself killed or something? Nope. Just beat you up. Don't attack kids, that's weird. Listen, I may be technically evil right now, but that's still a line that we shouldn't be crossing. Unless the kids started it, then it's maybe negotiable. Oh, you got that drunken fist style, huh? I wish it were a one-handed blade, because I like the design of the blade, but I don't like... Sóley uses a one-handed scimitar, not a two-handed saber, I think. Not that there's a huge difference between sabers and scimitars. But Sóley has always had one-handed weapons.
One more. Brace yourself. This'll hurt. Later. Did you like it?
After defeating the bandits, I turned to find the children huddled together on the ground. Concerned as to what two children were doing alone in these ruins, I carefully asked them to explain themselves, making sure not to intimidate them in the process. We came from a nearby village to gather some wild veggies. Not many people know about this place, so we didn't think there'd be anyone around here. Our dad actually told us to stay away from Ling Shengsu Temple, but... Ow! Shh! She doesn't need to know that. It appeared as though the two children hadn't told any adults they were coming here. When I urged them to hurry back to their village, the young girl became somewhat defensive. The grown-ups are just trying to scare us by telling us we'd go crazy or that something bad would happen if we came here. It's fine. Other people come here too, you know. The young girl told me about the graves nearby and how they regularly had fresh-laid flowers on them. Although other people might come to the area, this was no place for children. Their being attacked by bandits was proof of that. When I pointed this out, the two children agreed to return to their village, reluctantly admitting they shouldn't have been there to begin with. After seeing the children off to their village at the foot of the mountain, I decided to search for the graves they mentioned earlier. Not much time had passed before I found them. The burial site was peaceful, and the graves themselves were arranged beautifully, adorned with exquisite flowers. Though it was a mystery as to who left the flowers, I was not going to find the answer here. Nice. Oh, one of my missions went away again. I don't understand what makes missions stay or leave. Anyway, I'm back to this one. I like it. Continue expedition. That's a bit expensive, but... Oh, what's over here? There's so many cool things I could go do, but... I'm doing this one next.
In your way.
Hi, buddy. What's up? What do you want? I don't care about you. Don't ring out.
The soul of a warrior.
I didn't even know ring out was possible there. Dang. I'm not done. This one still seems a bit strong, so we're gonna head... What if we went here first? This is closer by. Yeah, we're gonna use the Peridot.
A warrior stands in your way.
Still have to deal with a warrior, even though I use my Peridot. Okay. Fight me, bandit. I don't need any healing things for this, we just started. Got him. Ooh, Spine Blade. Too bad that's a sword and shield weapon. Sóley's not really known for her swords. Well, I guess we could at least try it once. Alright, Priestesses of the Winds. Oh! We're fighting ugly people. That's rude. We're fighting orcs? I can't remember what the race is called in the SOULCALIBUR universe. I had heard of an island home to an ancient tribe blessed with special powers. A light breeze accompanied me on my way to their village. As I climbed a hill, I cast my eyes to the top. A young girl was standing there, her face upturned to catch the sun. I called out to her, and she replied with a voice as clear as a blue sky. "My name is Plata. I am a priestess of the winds in the village of the wind deity. I know you have come from afar, but I'm afraid our village is not accepting guests at present." When I asked her why, she dropped her gaze. "The last priestess of the winds has collapsed. Her life hangs by a thread. Thus, any that might stir the winds of our village must be turned away." Silence lingered in the air. To break it, I asked who this last priestess of the winds was. "Our people worship the winds, and have given birth to a line of priestesses blessed with special powers. I am barely fit to call myself one of them." She explained that the mystical abilities of her people faded with each generation, leaving most priestesses of the winds with only a fraction of their ancestors' power. One girl, however, has been blessed with an unprecedented power. She may be the last true priestess of the winds, and so we named her the last. But one day the winds from the west brought us terrible portents, and a great affliction befell the last priestess. Now she lies unconscious, wandering the ways at the brink of death. May I ask you, traveler, did you come from the west? If you know what happened, I beg you to tell me." She could only be talking of one thing, the evil seed. I explained everything I knew about it. "So it was this evil seed. Even the elders said they'd never sensed anything like it before." Plata looked up to the sky, her eyes troubled. After a few moments of thought, she once again dropped her gaze to look at me. "Traveler, my duty here is to quell the dark spirits. Their power grows daily since that portentous day. I must remain, but it is far too dangerous for you to stay here any longer." It was then that I realized the wind had ceased, and twisted beings wreathed in stagnant air were closing in on us. I readied my weapon to defend Plata. Demon, that's right. I don't know how I feel about this shield thing, but the sword looks pretty cool. And the fun and happy bouncing does seem like Sóley. Ow. Thank you. You are surprisingly strong. And that power, the breeze rages around you. Are you somehow connected to the evil seed? It seemed she had learned much about me during the fight. Perhaps her abilities as a priestess weren't as modest as she thought. Yet, the power that flows through you is still pure, unstained by good or ill. Possibility swirls around you. Yet I sense that you are not evil. No, not yet. As I said, we are unable to welcome guests at present, but should you come to this island again, please visit us. Plata bowed deeply, then descended the hill towards her village. Nice! Okay, I'm back to my scimitars. I like my scimitars best. Let's see, continue. Oh wait, we have another quest here? Hang on, we have another quest here? Oh. That's interesting. Let's do another quest here, apparently. We're gonna fight against Plata? On my way back to the village of the Wind Deity, Plata was again standing atop the hill where I'd first met her, her eyes closed. She noticed me and walked over with a smile. I asked her what she'd been doing. The same as before, listening to the wind's whispers, seeking news of imbalance and great events. It is part of my training, and a way to hone my powers as a priestess of the winds. The last time we'd met, she detected the presence of malevolent spirits. These priestesses must have supernatural abilities. I would love to take you to my village, but I have something to ask of you first. Apparently, the village was holding a wind divination ritual in 2 days. Plata was to perform a sword dance to honor their gods, but she was feeling nervous. It is less of a dance and more a practical demonstration of my skills. Our village's style is not just for show, after all. However, I can only learn so much practicing by myself. So I was wondering if you would help me. Plata looked a little flustered and nervous, but if it was just practice, I saw no harm in helping her. You really are a good person. Now, let us begin. Winds, hear me. I dedicate this dance to you.
Battle 1. Fight!
Oh, it's slippery here. We slip in. Oh, we both ring outed at the same time.
Battle 2. Fight!
But since I technically ring outed it first, I lost.
Brace yourself. Take this. So good.
Bring out!
That counted as a ring out for me again, but she went off
Soul
first.
of a warrior now lays here to rest.
Rematch.
Battle 1. Fight! Bring out!
Okay, so when we both go over the edge at the same time, it counts as a loss for me, for some reason.
Bring out! Final battle. Fight!
Brace yourself. Brace yourself.
Bring out!
Sorry, Plata. When our practice was over, Plata led me to her village. Finally, I'm starting to feel confident about the ceremony. Thank you so much. The winds must have guided you to me. Did I tell you about my cousin, Talum? She's just begun practicing the sword dance. I want to be a good role model for her. Thinking of her cousin, a slight smile curved Plata's lips. The ritual is the day after tomorrow. Do come and watch. I'll tell the elders you'll be there. 2 days later, despite being a rather simplistic affair, the event showed how devoted the villagers were to their faith. Plata walked alone into the center of a ring, and the dance began. Her movements were beautiful, graceful, and her sword sung through the air, whipping up a breeze around her. As her dance ended, she sent a gust of fresh wind in my direction, which swirled around me before fading into the distance. The ritual ended shortly after. I searched for Plata to say my farewells, but she was nowhere to be seen. I eventually found her on the hilltop where we'd first met. Forgive me. Plata's cheeks were wet with tears. I am a priestess of the winds, and have much to do before the last priestess of the winds regains her strength. But I'm not strong enough. At the end of my sword dance, I sent the wind to you. It should have cleansed you of all the darkness you bear. But I failed. Tears rolled down her cheeks, and she hastily wiped them away. I wanted to lessen your burden. I stayed by her side until she regained her composure. The sun had begun to set, slowly turning the hill into a glorious mirage of red and orange. Thank you for coming to watch the ritual, Sóley. If you visit again, I'll introduce you to Talon.
Your soul surges in your
Nice,
body.
level up. For now. Bye.